Hey, you want to do a video in which we talk about our 1 month of no coffee?
Yes.
WheezyNews! Jang, jing, badonk-a-donk, boom. We did 1 month, no coffee, but this time we were able to do decaf coffee.
Yes.
We were able to do chocolate,
Yes.
but no full strength tea.
Yes.
And how do you feel?
I feel like I need to clear my throat for some reason.
Oh,
Probably because of the lack of coffee.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I feel good. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel no different at this point than when I was drinking coffee.
No different?
I don't think so.
I guess you didn't drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I only ever had maybe 2 cups of coffee a day if I was like going somewhere and like got a latte or something. But at home, I only make 1 cup a day, and a lot of times I don't even finish it. So
Yeah. Same as last time pretty much, except it's easier because I can drink decaf. So
Yes.
I'm enjoying the flavor, and I do think there is a little bit of caffeine effect from decaf.
Yes, I think that that's probably true. And I also think that just the placebo effect of the continuation of the ritual has made a really big difference.
Yes.
Because I don't care what the coffee is in the morning. I don't care if it's caffeinated or decaf, evidently. I just want to be able to make a cup of something that tastes like coffee and then drink it first thing in the morning.
And we got real nice whole bean decaf. And I learned about different processes of making decaf, and some have a little bit more caffeine than others. We currently have one that has very, very little because it uses the water filtration process of some that in the mountains of Mexico.
Something like that.
Yeah. And not a lot of chemicals like standard decaf does.
It's real good.
Same as last time in that I had ups and downs. Sometimes I'm like, well, it feels nice to be relaxed and calm, and sometimes you can get anxiety from it. And also, it can cause you to like, binge eat because it suppresses your appetite, but then when it wears off, you're very hungry.
Oh, caffeine does?
Yeah, and I've noticed that I've been mostly just not like super hungry ever, just kind of like middle ground all the time, just kind of like this. And hand jive. Yeah, I don't remember how it goes.
remember how it goes either.
No, I do. Apparently, I do remember. Okay. Anyway, to the listener, we are. This will be on the WheezyNews podcast also.
Oh, we're hand jiving.
Yeah, we're hand jiving. But I was doing a flat, even plane gesture, and so that's nice. But just like last time, I'm noticing I do have less motivation to get work done. It's hard. At first it seemed like it increased my focus, but now it feels like it's harder to focus. My mind is like going to all different directions. Like I could do this, and then eventually I can get into a nice flow state where I'm getting stuff done. Mm-hmm. But it feels harder sometimes. And when we quit alcohol, you were saying how I like stopped napping. Like it seems like I'm getting deeper sleep. The naps have come back.
The naps have really come back in full force. And yeah, which is like, I mean, it's fine, but it is like, it's less good than it was before.
Because my nighttime sleep hasn't improved.
Yeah.
So it's just, I still wake up for long periods of time at night, but I can't counteract it the next day with coffee.
Right.
So I nap, and the naps are glorious. They're glorious.
Are really good. It's just, I think my only frustration just comes from the fact that like there's a set amount of stuff to get done, like in a day and in life for you. Like you have work to get done, and if you have to stop doing that for an hour and a half or 2 hours because you've run out of energy and you need to take a nap, then that gets pushed to sometimes later in the day. Not usually. You usually stop working at a certain time and come upstairs and end your work day and everything, but it gets pushed to the next day, and then everything gets pushed further out.
Yeah.
It just takes longer for all of it to get done. And so eventually there is less free time for you.
Yeah.
Because a deadline approaches or whatever.
But I wanted to do it again because I wanted to do it less harshly so that I could still have decaf and chocolate and maybe sustain it. And also to see what it would be like to do that also while quitting alcohol, to see if that would help my sleep even more. It hasn't really helped. My sleep is still the same. I feel like I sleep more deeply, but that started when we quit alcohol, not when we quit coffee. And also this time, though, I want to do it longer. Because a lot of commenters in the last time we did it said that a month is not enough to see the effects of quitting coffee. And I want to see if 2 or 3 months, see if like I can get some of that energy back without needing coffee. And so that's what I'm going to do.
What if, another 2 months or so comes and goes, and you still feel like this and you're struggling with motivation and stuff? Then what?
I don't know. Maybe I'll probably dabble, be like, I'm gonna have a little coffee and see what it does for me, and then like months later I'll be back to square one. But I don't know. We'll see.
I've been dabbling.
It's not like it's. I don't think it's necessarily bad for you. It's a lot of evidence that there's a lot of things that are good for you about coffee, but I don't want to rely on it, and I want to see if maybe down the line it does. I'm still not ruling out that it will help my sleep down the line.
Yeah.
And I want to see if that happens. I like to try stuff.
Yes, you do.
And yeah, so that's where I'm at with coffee. I'm still going. Are you going to still go?
Yeah, I'm gonna still go.
Okay.
I mean, like the only thing that I occasionally miss is like a cup of black tea sometimes, but most of the time I don't even drink black tea. Or the occasional Coca-Cola Classic, which I can't have. But that's probably for the best, honestly. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
I know I can, but it will come with commentary.
No, it won't. I think it won't.
It will come with some commentary. Yeah, because you'll like crack a joke about it or something.
I might make a joke.
Yes, and then that'll make me angry because it will feel like judgment.
Yeah.
Your jokes feel like judgment sometimes, and that is not on you. That is just my brain. Feeling guilt.
The only way I can express myself is by making dumb jokes.
I know.
And I don't.
I know.
To the point where I don't even think about. Well, I'm better about it now, but the point I don't even think about like how someone else might take it seriously.
But no, I think I will keep going because it's easy enough, and I'm certainly not going to switch back to caffeinated coffee because that would just be logistically annoying. To have to figure out which one's in the grinder.
Deal with leading up to this, we pared down our caffeinated, and we paired up our decaf, and so we had like different jars that were labeled, and it was very confusing with a pour over.
Yeah, because they only have one grinder.
Yeah,
one coffee making apparatus, and it would need to be kept separate, and I don't want that responsibility.
We could just if it comes down to it, we could just get another whole setup.
No. No, I would rather just drink decaf coffee forever than deal with that. More stuff.
Yeah.
How would I put that? No way.
So that's where we're at right now. This is a WheezyNews video, but this is also part of this is probably going to go in the main channel video that I ultimately make. So someday then when that video comes out, you'll be like, oh my God, I already saw this part. It'll be really exciting for you.
And then you'll go, woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah!
If you're in like a public place, don't do that necessarily. Well,
if you're in a public place, definitely do it.
Because
like, then people will be like, why are you doing that? And then you can promote the video and be like, you gotta watch this, man.
I don't know. That's
Change my life.
Promotion I want, like public outbursts.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, go ahead. You do however you want.
Change my life, man.
And so, how are you otherwise?
I'm a little tired.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like I didn't sleep.
No coffee?
No.
Oh.
I feel like I slept disruptedly last night. But it's cool. I bought
Welcome to my world. Okay, what?
I bought this thing today because I thought it could be like a toy bin in the living room. It looks real good. And it'll look good with our decor. Decor.
Okay, now I have to grab the camera.
Yep.
Yep. That is cool. It talks too. Hello. How are you, WheezyNewsers? I am a toy bin. Feed me. Yum. Yeah. And other news, we have another podcast called Inflict Sin and Health. It seems we were on hiatus there for a little while. We're still on it.
Okay, well, let's watch one tonight. Oh, wait, no, you have plans. Oh, let's watch one last night. Oh, wait, no, I had a meeting.
I feel like
there's a lot of nights that we could watch.
I feel like you're making it seem like I am blaming you. Yeah, but I'm not blaming
because I
you.
take everything as an accusation.
Okay, all right.
No, it has been. I mean, there have been a lot of nights where we're like, should we watch Road to Perdition? And then it's like,
yeah.
No.
Our other podcast, Inflict Sin and Health, currently we're gonna watch every Tom Hanks movie in theory, and we've watched 2, and
one of them was out of the order that we decided to watch them in.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then maybe we should watch them out of order. Maybe then we'll be more motivated because we're not that excited to watch Road to Perdition.
I know, but I feel like if we watch them out of order, then we will get to a point where we're like, well, we're not going to actually watch all the Tom Hanks movies because we will have watched all the ones that we want to watch.
Maybe, but maybe with by that point the podcast will be so successful, and Tom Hanks will have been on it, and
twice.
The momentum will have been going so long that we will just have to watch all the rest of them. Yeah. So that he'll be on a third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a really good point. Here's the thing. I could just watch Sully over and over again. I watched Sully independently, just on my own, a couple weeks ago because I just wanted to watch it again. I've seen it multiple times already.
Sully's a good movie, but you have an odd love for that movie.
Why? I love it so much. I love it so much. And I want to watch it again.
Well, we could watch that one next for the podcast. And we
And I just, let's just call it In Sully and In Health. And then we just watch Sully over and over again, 65 times.
Okay. No.
I love plane crash movies.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that weird. They're interesting movies.
Yeah.
But you have an odd obsession about plane crash movies. Mm-hmm. Maybe in a former life you died in a plane crash.
I may have. And I'm continuously worried about dying in a plane crash in this life.
Or maybe while it was happening, you were so enthralled with the drama of it that it was just so entertaining.
Here's my question for you. Do you think now that the pandemic has happened, is happening, and we have not flown in so long, do you think that your flight anxiety will have gotten worse to the point that it was originally if we begin flying again? I'm worried that I will have more flight anxiety.
I think it'll probably be worse. Yeah. I think it generally gets better the more I fly, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm really not looking forward to being on a plane again, but I want to go.
Stop watching plane crash movies.
It doesn't have anything to do with that.
Okay.
But I really want to go to places that you have to get to by plane. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to be on a plane.
Okay, we will get a bike. Okay, I think that's about it for this episode of Day 31 of No Coffee.
Yay.
It's the only episode.
Yay.
Yay.
Birdie said it.
We'll end
You
on
can see.
we'll end on a close up of Birdie. Focus.
Birdie.
Birdie.